Ooh, that's something I haven't said before yet. That's something I haven't said. That's the question. It's not like that I don't have things. I'm trying to think of something I haven't said. I'm thankful that I get to eat food and be in a house and not on the road. Because my mom could have kicked me out at any point by now, after the multitude of mistakes that I've made growing up. And I know it's a responsibility of a mother to care for her kid. But like, you hear so many stories of parents just being fed up with their kids, right? Or throwing them out. Like, she totally could have. I mean, I've just completely destroyed her lifestyle because of that. And I know she doesn't blame me for anything, and she wants to not agree with me, but she has to in some part think the same. Like, even though she won't say it. But I'm glad that she hasn't, and I'm using this opportunity to fix that. May as well not squander it, right? Lucky to be here. Because I could totally be living in a car right now, but I'm not. I know many people who would absolutely kill to be in my situation. Like, as shitty as it feels to me, it is pretty damn lucky compared to what most people have to deal with nowadays. So. Yeah, I mean, I've had friends that I've known who have been in much worse situations, like literally, like lived out of their cars. I'm like, dude, that must fucking blow so bad. And they had it worse trying to find work. But the thing is, actually, now that I mention it, total segue, they were able to find work, but I'm not. Someone who's living out of their car was able to figure out a financial situation, whereas I seem to be stuck here. Not to shit on my situation, but if they can find work, why the hell can't I, you know? Just saying, it's weird. And I know it was totally different times, like this was years ago. But like, living out of her car, man. And she found work. She did say it was tough as hell. She had to bounce between places every day. Struggled to find it. But like, I don't know, man. I don't know. It's just the skill diff. I don't know. I mean, we've built this community in a year. I would call that hard work. What I'm doing now, I would call hard work. It's no financially stable job, but at some point I hope it will be, you know? Or at least be able to support my mom, even if I can't move out. Like, she tells me to just worry about saving for myself, but let's be honest, guys. She's in her 50s. Like, she says these things. But I hope she knows I'm not listening at all. And this is purely out of, like, the deepest respect for her. I don't care if she doesn't want me to help. I don't care if she wants me to save all my money. I'm going to help. Like, it's the least I can do for everything she's done for me. Genuinely. Like, if there's anything I'm the most guilty for, I think that's it. The fact that she's had to be a single mother of 3 kids, all in their 20s now, by the way. And she's got a boyfriend, and she's got all these things that she wants to do that she can't do, and she won't admit it, she can't do because we're all living and not supporting. None of us can support ourselves. And that's shitty. That's shitty. I can't imagine what she has to go through. I have no idea. But I can... Well, yeah, I can only imagine what she has to go through. Because she won't tell me. So. But... honestly, I think what I need to do is, like, get a piece of paper and write shit down. Like, honestly. Because these little times, these little moments where I'm forgetting everything, like, all the reason I do all of this. Oh, it actually did let me. Whoops. Oh. Wasn't supposed to do that. Other reasons I forget. Like, it's okay to feel shitty. Like, that's fine, but you know, it can't cripple me streaming every day. It can't. It's okay to take breaks, but if I'm disappearing for like a week every month because of some kind of anxiety or whatever, you know, that's kind of a problem that I should be worried about. You know, I probably should get a handle on that. A good idea would be just write shit down like this. These little micro thoughts so I don't forget them. And then just stick it on my wall. I mean, it'll be easier once I've got the tablet, because I'm not just doing art for the channel. The tablet's going to serve the purpose of being a outlet for these kinds of things, because I don't have the friends to talk to that I used to before, that I would talk about like this. That was my outlet. I don't have that now, so, you know, I gotta find another way, a healthy way to deal with shit. And talking here does definitely help, but I can't do it every stream, right? I gotta have some way to, like, balance it. It's a balance sort of thing. This can't be my only option, because that's kind of the definition of parasocial, is if it replaces every other aspect of, like, human interaction and self-preservation, then it's a problem. Like, it's good to talk, but can't do it all the time. Trust me, you guys would get sick of it. Oh, I thought I was getting shot through the wall. What the hell? Oh my god. Nope, but those guys do fly through the wall, because they don't care. Yeah, you see that? Here. Oh, it's really funny. If you kill that guy before he gets close to the bridge, you can save it from being blown up. You can. I just completely forgot about it because I got tunnel vision on the fucking drone. Where are you going? Come back here. Okay. Started Tokyo drifting. Deja vu. Yeah, this game has been through a lot, hasn't it? I played this game whenever I'm going through something. I realize, like, this is my comfort game whenever I'm going through some tough shit. Because I just go and start another playthrough, or I hop on a character I've already maxed out, one that's needing a little bit of like grind, and I just go grind out some of the bosses. I just sit there and kill them, and like play some music and grab a drink and just vibe. Because the process of killing bosses is engaging enough to where I can barely have to think about it, but it gives my mind something to do so that I don't just overthink. I just do the same thing. It's just me. Like I mentioned that shit before, like I sometimes will just sit outside with like a tea or some shit, and I'll just like not even play music. Well, usually I do, but sometimes I don't. I'll just turn it off and like sit there. Everyone I've told that is like, that's weird. That's so crazy. Why would, like, how do you do that? I don't know, man. I just, like, it's not easy. It's not easy. The whole time, like, getting into a habit of doing that, you're gonna want to look at your phone, and trust me. Oh, I do. Oh, I think about it all the time, but I literally force myself to not. I put it down. I don't even take it out there with me. Nope. I'm nowhere near it. I leave it in my room, and I just go out there with very few distractions. It is a... Actually, let's talk about that while we do this. How about that? I want to talk about that. Because I know a lot of you... can't do that. And I think that it's actually kind of a problem. Like, legitimately, I think it's a big issue that people literally can't put their phones down. And it's not just because I'm age now. It's because we have all sorts of social media and shit that we're just so attached to that it's replacing every other facet of our life. You're so concerned about what is going on, what people think, how many views your latest video got. Whatever you're doing completely pulls you away from everything else. And I get it. The world is terrifying. Being alone with your thoughts is scary. I get it. We detract ourselves for a reason. Like it's escapism. That's all it is. We all have our ways and means of getting away from our problems. But if that's the only thing you do, if you never confront them, what's that called? That's called bottling up. We know exactly what that is. Everyone knows what that is. You're not supposed to do it because then the problems get dramatically worse, which can just lead to more problems. Y'all know it. I think that as a generation, we need to start teaching people to detach themselves from technology. Just for a little bit. You don't need to do it very often. You don't need to you don't need to think too hard. You don't even need to be thinking at all. Just the ability to separate yourself from those things. Whatever's on your phone that is keeping your attention. Try it sometime. It's hard. Trust me. It's like working out, but for your brain. It is horrible. You're going to want to do quite literally anything else. And you're going to want your phone so bad. Even like if you just play music. Like if you have, you know what, perfect. What I do when I was playing music, I would still not take my phone with me. I would just grab Bluetooth, like a speaker or headphones, connect it, and then leave it. Just put on a playlist that I know I won't skip too much. I'll just put something on and I'll just leave my phone behind. So I still have a distraction, but like it's not connected to the internet. It's not connected to any of that. Still can't talk to people, still have to be by myself. Like, the fewer distractions, the better that it works. Work your way down if you need to, but genuinely, I think that I'm gonna start teaching some people to do that. It's gonna be uncomfortable. It's going to be for a while, and I don't actually. For a lot of people, it's not gonna stop being uncomfortable. You're gonna hate it. Like I still do. I've been doing this for years. I've been like gradually over time getting better, and that's why I barely use the internet. That's why I always tell you guys I don't consume the internet. Genuinely, I don't. It's not because I'm an age, it's because I deliberately choose not to. Because the internet sucks. It sucks. fucking god, the things that I can read on the internet. You know what? I get all sorts of little notifications for no reason about like all sorts of things, like horrible things, never good, never good. All sorts of just like not great, just cesspool shit from all my social media apps. And you know what? Now that I mention it, later today, I'm gonna turn them all off. I don't have notifications off. I don't even look at them. Like, why do I have them on? I'm gonna go over and turn them off. You know what? No, I'm gonna do it right now because I'm gonna forget. I'm turning my notifications off because I think that they're dumb. I don't even know why I didn't think of doing this sooner. Yeah, I'm silent. Give me a second. And actually, like I have Twitter, I've got Patreon, Xbox, all this shit on my phone. I've got Instagram, Facebook. I'm muting them all. And if any of you are taking this conversation to heart and you genuinely think the same things right now with me, go ahead and mute all of your little, just start the tiny little step. Mute all of your notifications. All of them. If you haven't already, just mute them. Fuck them, dude. What are you reading in your notifications that is so important? Why do you need to know these things? You don't. You don't. It's not information that you need. I'm blocking them all. I don't even want to see them. Just random bullshit from random bullshit people that unfortunately have no relevance to whatever I'm doing. The thing is, like, these apps keeps feeding me, like, I get these messages from all of them. They all say like suggested. That's what it is. It's like it's suggested shit. I'm like, what was based on what? Based on what? Why do you think I need to know about some random person's drama that I don't care about? Why do you think I need to know about some like local issue that's happening on the other side of the world? I don't. Because you're not going to tell me anything positive. You're just going to constantly feed me a never-ending stream of negativity. Because that's all it is. And you guys just ingest this shit. Like, why do you think you have such a problem? I've had doomer mentality since I got access to the internet. Because it's a never-ending stream of just mindless dumpster fire info that no one needs in their life. You don't. Because when you do that, you stop concerning yourself with local issues and only care about the ones on the internet. It takes away from all your family matters. It takes away from all your private matters. It's like just, it gets you into this habit. So right now, if you're having the same problem, do that thing for me. Just block them. You don't need it. You don't. Now, if you have like important things that are run through your stuff, you can always like, you can separate that. You can turn on specific like messages notifications if you really need to do this. But I would suggest it because we consume too much, man. We really do. And I made this channel as a way to help myself, but also encourage others to do the same. So starting now, I'm going to make some conversations like that where it's like, yeah, I'm going to do this thing. And if you guys want to try that, see if it works, see what happens. And if this does, like, if you can't, just turn them back on then. But I guarantee if you turn them off for a while and then you change that, you're going to feel off. You will. Right? So that, what does that tell you? What does that thought tell you? If you were to turn them off right now for a week and then you just kind of back out, like you can't do it, what does that tell you? If that's true, then yeah, you might have a problem. And I encourage you to fix it with me. Let's do it together. I'm not just telling you by yourself. I also have a problem with it, so I'm turning it off. I don't need it. I will probably have less notifications now, and I can just focus on the ones that actually matter. See, that's how they get you to open up the app and doom scroll. That's part of what makes these apps so addicting. It's the notifications and the constant shit, like the shitstorm they feed you. Because everyone loves to read it. We love that shit. As much as we say we hate it, we love it. We really do. It's addicting. But you gotta get rid of it. That's the thing, is when you do things like that, if everyone were to collectively decide, you know what? No, yeah, we don't care about this shit anymore. What do the companies have to do about that? You think about that? Like, going off this topic. Now think about that too. Like, if everyone just collectively decided that the shitstorm that they want to keep feeding us doesn't work anymore, they have to fix that, right? Because they want you to keep using their app. Their time is gonna plummet. So like, oh god, now what do we do? Our users are not using it anymore. What do we do? Well, you stop feeding us crap. Maybe feed us local issues. Maybe feed us... Maybe just stop feeding us issues. That too. Or at least do both. Like, if there's good things happening, at least mix it up. Like, you remember when the news used to dedicate segments to positive little things that are going on? I remember watching CNN as a kid when I was in, like, 5th grade. My 5th grade history teacher would put on CNN. And not like the main channel, like a sub-channel to CNN. And at the end of every hour-long segment, there would be this little thing going on. It's like some animals or some shit, or just something like positive, completely irrelevant to whatever they just discussed. It's like, hey, here, just take this little thing, you know, look at this cute little animal doing something, or look at this guy who just did something cool, or whatever. Like, just something completely random, but it's like, it just added a little bit of lightheartedness at the end of every blatantly depressing news segment. You don't think it makes much of a difference, but it really does. It actually does. Because looking at it now, I look at the news from then differently, because now I never get to know about anything positive going on. Like, I have no idea what my local positive things are. Like, I'm sure there's something going on around where I live. Maybe there's like some kind of events or things that are going on, and I have to actually like actively look for them. Because the news would never cover it. Nobody cares about that. Except that we should. I get that it's not quite as interesting as the trauma and the problems and shit. I get it, but if this little pocket of the world, this little community we've made, is going to really make an impact, that's the kind of impact I want it to have. That's what I'm trying to do, honestly. When I tell you guys that this community is going to be so much bigger, and it's already, like, why I'm so impressed. Because it's doing a lot for me, yes, but it also tells me there is a lot of hope for what we could turn this into. This could become something amazing. It really could. And I will only reach so many people, but for those people, it's gonna matter a lot. It already does. If I can reach 40, 50 people, who says that I can't reach them? I did not intend for the stream to take a turn, but like, you know, that's something that's been on my mind. That's another thing. Not quite as depressing as the other shit, but you know, it's more of one of like the more optimistic, positive things that I've been thinking about since you asked. You know, I kind of spiraled, but it's a good spiral. I should do this more often, honestly. I should. And I know you guys won't tell me what you think or anything like that. It doesn't matter. Honestly, it doesn't matter. Maybe none of you will remember this conversation. Maybe most of you are just like lurking, and I'm just background noise. And it doesn't mean anything to you. But, you know, whatever, man. Some of you will hear it, and if I make it a video, maybe that will push it even further. Maybe I do need to make a video on like something like that. Get the message out there. Because sure as shit, not enough people are doing that. I don't see enough content creators doing things like that, honestly. They always can encourage you to go access resources, and yeah, I will always point you in the direction of whatever you need, and encourage you to obviously positively help yourself. Duh. Would love to see it. Hell yeah, man. I should do talks like this more often. I should. We should engage in conversation like this because it is healthy. It is positive, and it grows us as a community. It connects us further than just playing games. It makes it very obvious I'm not just here to play games with all of you. Yeah, I'm here to entertain. I'm an influencer, duh. It's my job to entertain you and make you laugh, which I can do. But it's not all I'm here for. You know? It's not my main focus. Yeah, it's great. We laugh, but the stupid shit I've been doing in Borderlands has been very entertaining for me. It's a great background to my conversation. It's wonderful. But see, that's all it is. It's a background. That's what my games are supposed to be. It's why I don't play competitive games very often, because it takes away from the fact that it's not supposed to be the focus. The game is supposed to be meant to make us more comfortable, open us up a little bit, give something for us to look at and enjoy and come up for air. That's an expression I picked up before, was coming up for air. It's a thing that a certain YouTube like psychiatrist, actually, you might have heard of him, Dr. K. He mentioned that, and it's just stuck with me. Like, I realized that when I had talks like this in the last year, I would leave no room to kind of escape the conversation before we go back into it, you know? I would just keep going on. No one can handle that. I couldn't handle that. It was not a positive spiral. It was just like, ugh. It was toxic. Gross. I'm not glad that I did it, but I mean, I had to. I didn't know what else to do. I mean, it taught me, so it's a good thing I did, because, you know, I know better now. You know, I had to figure it out, and I think I have it figured out now. Like, I'll be laughing and cracking jokes and listening to you guys say dumb shit that's not even relevant to whatever I'm doing, and it's funny, and it makes my day. It is the best part of every day. But, you know, like, I'm also some dude. I'm just some guy. I have the same problems you guys do. It is just as hard for me to do these things. But, like, that's why I'm telling you. I get it. Don't think I don't struggle with it. So yeah, I muted absolutely everything. Except for Discord. I would never. I could never. See, Discord is my one little thing where I'm allowed to just get a constant stream. You know why? Because it's you guys and not the internet. That is different. Not the same. Why is it having me go here? What? Well, whatever. I'll walk, whatever. Get my steps in. Bunny hopping. Younger generation is going to be so messed up. And the thing that I realized, Oak, is that, like, if I'm going to be an influencer, it is my job to influence. That's why we call it that. That's what it means. To leave an impression on people, to influence them to do things, or to just make them laugh, or a multitude of things. You know, it's kind of general on what that means, but you get the point. My job as a personality, as some dude on the internet hoping to better himself and other people, is to encourage them to do these things. And if I don't do it, then I'm not doing my job. But I also don't need to see it that way, right? Like, it's good to look at it as what it is. If it doesn't, if nobody listens to it, well, sucks. But at least it helped me. You know, that's what I used to do in the past, was like, if I were doing things to help myself, it might help other people. Who knows? Maybe. Maybe it works on 1, 2 people, 3 people, maybe. Who cares? Well, sorry, I do it. Don't question that. Hey, if I reach a couple people with a message like that, then I reached a couple people. The fact that it can make an influence on anyone is a positive thing. Especially if it works on me, because I come first when it comes to helping people. That's a tough thing to do, man. That's what I struggle with, helping myself. It's so much easier to help other people and not pay any attention to yourself. It is way easier. You know why? Because helping other people means you don't actually have to do the work through the problem. You just encourage them to do it. It's way easier to tell someone to do something than to actually have to do it yourself. So much easier. Because the strength that you find to do anything doesn't come from the person telling you to do it. It comes from you. They're just giving you a push to find it. And none of that is their work. I love how people will always tell me like they couldn't have done something without me. It's like, well, they could. They could have. You're actually wrong. You didn't need me. Anyone else could have told them exactly what I told them, and they would have done the thing regardless. It's not my job. It's not my fault that you were able to get this done. It's yours. You achieved that. Just like how I'll tell you guys, I couldn't have done it without you. It's not a bad thing to admit that I might have, but well no, I guess this is a different scenario. The concentration is a whole different thing. That I couldn't have. Yeah. I hope that I reach enough people to where, at least in some pocket of the world, we can encourage, like, maybe help this generation a bit. Because fuck, I'm so worried. I'm worried for my generation. We're so messed up, dude. We're so fucked. We're cooked. It's over. Oh, Gen Z, what am I gonna do without you? I barely scratched the surface of both. I'm technically just considered both, because 01 is like about where the cutoff is, but like I was born halfway through the year, so it's like, well, shit. And I was poor in California, so it meant that I grew up like a millennial, but yeah, I don't know. It's a funny thought, but yeah, I scraped both, so I kind of have both the mindsets, which means I have both of the problems. Oh, it's so great. It's so great being the in-between. But you know what it means? I also get to see the middle ground between both and their problems, because I've experienced them all. So, you know, at least I can relate to both groups of people. Now, Gen Alpha, oh god, I don't even know what to say about them. Like, I don't have enough interaction with the younger group to really understand it. The only, I think, Gen Alpha I get is from my sister, and she's not even close. But like, she's constantly getting fed with that, so you know, it kind of makes its way to me, and I don't know what to think. I haven't interacted with it enough. I deliberately choose not to. But what are they growing up on nowadays? They could grow up on fucking TikTok. Like, they call us iPad kids. They call Gen Z iPad kids. And yeah, and a lot of us were. I actually wasn't. I was too poor to have one. But you know, they like my private school actually taught me like they had computer classes, and one of the classes, well, one was funny enough, Windows 7. Yeah, yeah, we were taught how to use Windows 7 in like 5th grade, 4th grade. Yeah. Anyway, one of them was iPads. We were taught how to use them by a private school. Just ponder that. A private school teaching kids how to use iPads. Here, get used to it. Here, let's teach the iPad kids how to become iPad kids. There you go. Here's your incentivization that you needed. I don't know why we had a class on how to use iPads. I really don't know what that was supposed to do. I can take some guesses. I think it's wild. That it's one of the memories that I unlocked recently. I completely forgot about it and it just came back and I'm like, oh shit, yeah. My school way back when I was like really young taught us how to use iPads. As kids. And it was like it was in the curriculum, not an optional one, because it was elementary, so yeah. Yeah, not sure what that was supposed to start, but hey, I know how to use one, so great. That skill was very useful in life. Dude, they let us like borrow them too. What the like you're giving 10-year-olds iPads. Come on, dude. You expect us to be responsible with them? Have you seen how public schools handle fucking Chromebooks? Like they just tear the keys off. They're so bored, they just rip the keys off. Dude, you know how expensive those are? Yeah, man. Some of those are as expensive as my gaming piece. They are. It's kind of crazy. Look it up. It's jarring. But yeah. I worry for this generation, really. I don't really target a young audience, but if any of the messages I leave come across, I hope that those are the ones they see, not my cyberpunk gameplay. I hope that's what finds them and not my mature content. Because I do both. I probably should start distinguishing between the two, you know, and start separating it. Yeah, because my sensitive talk is backgrounded by Borderlands 2, now that I'm thinking about it. Yeah. Just gonna log that away for future reference. We're coming up with ideas. We're discussing things today. Look at us. We're thinking stuff. I'm a thinking guy. We're thinking things. Look at us. Just using our brains. Yeah, man. This is why I would sit outside and think. It's not just to go through problems, but to think about like things I enjoy too. Philosophy. Thought experiments, video games, art projects, whatever, you name it. But the reason I separated myself, the reason I still do that is because it trains your head to ignore those things. It removes the distraction completely. So you just stop caring. You just don't care anymore about all of the politics and shit. Because none of it matters. The thing, okay, I saw, I know this is a lot of talking, but I saw this one post that was like, millennials are now beginning to stop, like, not care about politics, not because they aren't interested in it, but because like the problems at home have gotten so bad that they literally don't have the energy or the money to care about what the hell's going on across the world. We don't. Because they can't even pay for their rent. They can't even pay for food. Like, they're struggling to maintain 2 jobs. They do not have the energy at the end of every day to care about what politicians are doing. And it makes them think, Well, yeah. That's actually why, like, many of us just... I don't want to go political. But yeah, I mean, it's interesting. The older we get, the less we care about this type of shit. And I'm aging rapidly because, oh my god, the internet. Yeah, I feel like the more I separate myself from the internet, the slower I age. The longer I'll live. The less it's in my life, the better it is. And it's kind of true. It actually, as much as it's a meme, it is kind of true. I certainly feel like it. Well, that was dumb. I don't know why I did that. Could have just shot the guy. Nah, who cares? I'll just come back and kill him. This is the sort of shit I always think about off stream. This is normally what I spend my time doing if I'm not editing. I do a whole lot of thinking. I do probably too much, honestly. I spend so much time just thinking about stuff. And no one understands how I do it. I'm the only one I know that does that. The only one. Like, why is that? I don't even remember because I've been doing it so long. Because I've been working on it so long that I don't even remember what it was like before I learned how to just separate myself. Because I've been like that forever, feels like. I don't remember why I started or how. I just know it's been rough. Like just now, funny thing is I don't even think about it. Who cares? Point is that I can. It makes you so much more productive, dude. It really does. Saw a YouTube short last night that was yeah, funny enough. I don't know how I landed myself there, but I quickly stopped. But I was kind of glad because like somehow my only thing that it fed me was that like, it was like this guy literally just walking on the sidewalk and saying good morning to people. Most of it was people not even responding, which yeah, to be expected. If I went around walking around like where I live and was greeting people, they wouldn't say a damn thing, or they would just make it weird. He's just bringing like positivity and optimism. And I thought that was cool. Very weird, but then I thought about it, the fact that it's weird, and it's like that. Why is it weird? Why is it weird to greet people? Social interaction? Ew. Social interaction. Talking. Gross. You're doing it right now. Wait, well, how is this different? Like you're talking to me. You listen to me yap. How is this any different? I would say this is harder. Dude, I can't pop into people's streams and talk like this. Shit. I probably have an easier time greeting someone, just saying hi to someone I pass by than talking to a fucking streamer, and I don't know why. I can't do it. I don't know how you guys do. Maybe I gotta practice that. Not that it's really gonna benefit me. Well, I guess it would, right? Me specifically. Inertia's good. I think I'm kind of building just somewhat kind of meme-ish, honestly, looking at this. I mean, the skills early on don't really matter that much because I'm just killing everything with the bomb. So it's like, everything's dying in seconds. I don't really need to care about my skills. I probably could just leave them, honestly. I'm just using Contraband Skyrocket and it's clearing the game. Who cares? I don't even need them. I hardly use my action skill anyway. Who needs them? Yeah. I mean, I think that's honestly just the message I want to leave people with. Just try it. Just try it for like a week. If you really can't do it, then turn it back. But I promise you will feel bad because you want to know that you want to believe you can. You want to be able to turn it off. You wish you could shut it off. That's a thing I hear a lot, is that like they wonder how I do it. They don't just wonder. I forgot to mention, a lot of people, they will talk to me about it and they'll say like they kind of wish they could do that. And I'll ask them, why can't you? Why not? Oh, why not? What is so important? Well, like Facebook messages, like what do people message me? Like, yeah, I mean, you can completely separate those. What about all the other dumpsters? What about all the other trash that you're just constantly fed? What about the doom scrolling you constantly do on TikTok or Shorts or Reels, or Insta, whatever? What about that? What if you just turned that off for a week? Or two? Or, like, just forget about it. Don't even count the days. Don't set a limit. Just turn it off. See how long you can go. But don't even think about it. The point is to not think. That's the thing I want to clarify. You're supposed to turn it off and leave it. The point is to get it out of your mind, because it's not important, and you will be able to do quite literally everything else in your life better without it. Genuinely. It improves every other facet of your life if the internet means nothing to you. Absolutely. Because it serves very little to no purpose. It is not what it used to be, unfortunately. If that means you miss my streams, actually, I would encourage that. Genuinely. I will miss you, but I have had people that like tell me. There was this one guy I duoed with, for instance, on Mobile Legends, and we were doing great, and I was like climbing the ranks with him, and I messaged him one day, and he doesn't hop online. Actually, he tells me he's getting off the internet for a while. He may not come back. And I'm like, you know what? Actually, I really respect that. I'm encouraging you to. Yeah, it sucks. I wanted to keep playing with you. You know, I'll be here if you get back. And tell me if you want to rank up again. But maybe don't, because like this is actually an impressive thing you're doing, and I think that more people should do it. If you miss my streams because you're doing this, you want to completely disconnect. Like if you're diving deep, go for it. Go for it. I will miss you, but I will be here when you get back, if you ever do. If you completely disconnect and you learn how to do this, you think you got it, fine, man. Watch my streams. If this is probably the more positive side of the content you consume, like, I imagine. At least I hope so. Like, I will never encourage a bad lifestyle. If my streams are part of that, well, then disconnect from it. Don't watch it. I will only ever encourage you to do positive things for yourself. That's why whenever I have younger people in my streams, Or actually, sometimes they DM me, and unlike the older people in my group, the real young ones, I just don't talk to them. Not out of disrespect, not because I don't want to be around them, but because they are a lot more impressionable, and consuming my content, whether it's good or bad, can do a lot of things. And even if my content is good, even if my messages are good, it doesn't mean that it's having the same impact that I want it to. You know what I mean? And that's a scary thing, and it's not really my job to worry about it, but at the same time, you know, I'm just doing what I can. Just doing what I can. I can't help but worry about it. I want the best for them. I'm only going to reach so many people, but for the ones that I do, I think it's important. They can talk to me about stuff. We can do stuff, but for the most part, discouraging the constant consumption of my streams is a good. It's a good and a bad thing. It's kind of a weird topic. I honestly, on that one, it's one of those where it's like I do kind of want to know what people think about it. Like, what do I do there? Genuinely, because what if my content is actually really helping them and I don't know it? I mean, I guess YouTube is the best answer, right? YouTube videos, because they can't directly, like, they can't constantly consume 8-hour streams every day. It's not going to replace their lifestyle because I'm only making 30-minute videos at longest. I guess that would be the best one, right? Where they can talk to me there. It's a better medium for them to consume because I can control it a lot easier. Weirdly enough. Yeah, YouTube has more control for that. Huh. Weird thought, anyway. Oh, maybe I'm thinking too much on that. Oh, let's move on. Am I gonna live this? Of course, what am I talking about? I've got the bad touch. Of course I live this. Oh, master Borderlands player if I don't live that. Got that shit on lockdown. Alright. I definitely should make a video out of it, I think. Harder one to make, honestly. A little scary, because I don't know what the response to something would be. Or something like that. No idea. But worth a shot, right? Oh, hello. God, it scared me. Oh, oops. Wrong one. Scared the hell out of me. Why do they do that? Unfortunately, they don't drop pearls nearly as much in VHM than they do in UVH. I don't even think they can drop, actually. I can find those guys, and I don't think I've ever gotten one to drop in any other mode than UVH. Wouldn't be surprised if it's not possible. Actually, probably would help me sleep better at night if it was possible. So I wouldn't feel so bad about my luck. But yeah, that one guy I do it with, I'm like, yeah, dude, just like disconnect, man. I'm here when you guys get back. I do this every day, and I have no intention to stop. So, like, you disappear for a month, good on you. That's hard to do, man. Go for it. Cleanse yourself. Everyone needs it. We all need to cleanse. Seriously. Like, even if you just come back to it, like, just for a little bit. Disconnect yourself. Go do something that you keep telling yourself to do. That's what you should do. Don't just disconnect. Like, in that time, use this time as, like, a time to do whatever it is that you keep telling yourself to do that you won't. It could be a homework assignment. It could be a job application. It could be cleaning the dishes. It could be anything on any level. Just the fact that you're able to do it is the point. It serves to prove to you that you can. And once you realize that, it's that's what really does it. That's what really does it. It's the realization that you can. Because I think a big reason why a lot of people don't try something like this is because not just because they're addicted to whatever is on their phone, but because like it's really hard to, and they many times don't think that they can, or they just don't want to believe they can. Because believing it means that they have the capacity to do it and they choose not to. And that's a worse thought because then they're guilty about it. Am I right? I might be right on the money. And if so, then yeah. You more than ever. If this is something you feel like if you're connecting with that, yeah. I get it, man. It's gonna be hard, but I promise you it will change you for the better. It will help with a lot of things. I think the internet is directly responsible for much of the issues that we suffer with nowadays. That's why I do it on like almost a daily basis. I just separate myself from shit because like I'm constantly on the internet, so I have to do it more than most. But you know, what if you just have something that you just haven't done? What about cleaning your room or something simple? I mean, your environment also is a pretty big cause for some things. What if that's your thing that you go and do? And then you know what? You know what? If you do this, I want you to come back to my stream. Whenever you come back, I want you to tell me that you did. I want you to tell me how long, whatever you did, like whatever you shut off things, that you like put your phone down for this long. If you've done something like this, or you even just get up like right now and go do something, tell me. Tell me. Tell me about it. I want to hear it. Genuinely. Because then I'll tell you, yeah, I was right, wasn't I? Yeah, it feels great, doesn't it? It does. It feels fantastic. Like, even if it's just a one-time, it's just about proving to yourself that you can. That's the hardest part. And we're all afraid of it. And you know what? I want you to understand that I'm telling you these things not because I'm a pro at it, but because, like, I still have a hard time. Well, obviously, you probably could have guessed that much. Like, it doesn't stop being difficult just because I do it all the time. Some things are just harder than others. It is easy for me to put it down to go clean something. It is easy to do remedial tasks. It is easy to do those kinds of things. It is harder to do the same thing for something like, I don't know. There's a whole bunch of shit that I should be doing that I'm not, because like they're bigger issues, you know? The bigger the issue, the harder it is. Start with something small and work your way up. And if you do this, if this encourages you to like clean a room or make a bed or fucking anything, man, I don't care what it is. This is not a place for people to judge you. And if they do, then you know what I'll do. You can assume what I'll do. Like anybody who judges you, man, it's not a place I'm not gonna stand for. There's billions, if not trillions, of other places on the internet all over that will do all the judgment for you if you want them to. Not here. Not gonna allow it. This is a place for people to openly talk about things. It's a place where we can encourage each other to do awesome things and, you know, just build better lives for each other and for ourselves. Because that's what I'm trying to do for myself. And hopefully you guys do the same. I think that doing that kind of thing will create an awesome space of awesome people. You all are awesome people, and I think you can. I believe you can do it. I know you can do it. It's worth a shot, man. You lose nothing. You really do. Like, it'll be there when you get back. Trust me. This shit ain't going anywhere. I'll wait for you. You know, it's nice. My number dropped. My viewers dropped. That's a good thing, man. Maybe you guys did listen to me. That actually makes me happy. Like, I could be wrong. They might have just like tapped out to go do something, but like maybe did reach a few people and they did just do exactly that. Good, man. If my viewership plops, fuck yeah, I got my message out. And I'll get to hear about all the good things you did for yourself when you come back. If you come back. Please come back. I'm kidding. Yeah. No, I definitely gotta make a video. I think I will. You know what? Fuck it, man. That's what I'm gonna do. That's my assignment. I gave you guys homework. That's my homework. I'm gonna put everything down. I'm gonna put Sea of Thieves and shit down. I'm gonna put on some music, like something non-lyrical, and then I'm gonna go make a video. I'm gonna edit this. Screw the other project. This one's important. I'm gonna start because I haven't been editing, and I want to, and I just haven't had like the project, the thing to start, and I think that's what I should do. That's my homework. Yeah, we all got something we gotta go turn off and do. And then I also need to make Tao server. That too. I can get that quickly done. Yeah, I think that's what I'll do. I'll make Tao his little pretty server, and then I'll start editing this into a video. A heartfelt one. An optimistic one, because I haven't made something like that yet. And I think it's important. But yeah, all of you who do hear the message and you go and do something, pop in my stream sometime or DM me if you really want to. Whatever you got to do, tell me about it. I want to hear it. Even if you don't, even if you just go and do something, like, I want to hear what you guys do. You know, simple shit doesn't have to be some crazy accomplishment. Everything is an accomplishment. Everything is a feat. Like, if I start working out again, I'll tell you guys, because shit, man, I want to do it, but I can't get myself to do it. And that's just that's one of my worst things right now. I can't fucking like get myself to go to the garage and start working out again. I can't. It's so cold. Ugh. It's not just that I don't want to do it. It's just like, it's so fucking cold down there. And I know, like, I could put on something warm, and then when I start heating up because of muscles, once I get going, I'll be warm. But it's everything up until there. It's so cold down there. I swear, I just can't get myself to do it, but I need to. I need to like have some kind of powerful motivator to get myself to work out. That's why I made the redeem. It's supposed to at least point me in that direction. And then when I start, I'll probably reduce it so that I don't like strain myself. Or at least just change the redeem. It's there for now as a temporary thing to try and get myself to work out because I really need to. You know what I might even do? I thought about it before. I might even like take a picture of myself as I am right now. And do you know, do that shit where it's like where I started to where I end in like a year or two. See the difference? That type of thing. That is so weird. I don't know if I can get myself to do it. Well, of course I can. That's a lie. That's a lie. It's straight up a lie. I totally could. Just like I don't wanna, man. It's weird, it's uncomfortable, I don't like looking at myself, but maybe you guys can encourage me to do it. Maybe that's what I need. Like shit, I'm telling you to do all sorts of things. Maybe that's what I need. I need to start. Baby steps, though. Baby steps. First, I just need to make a video. Look at that. That's not even that. But yeah. No, today was a good discussion. I'm glad that Tao even redeemed that, because, or no, Oak redeemed that, because, like, this was not what I planned for today at all. It just came out. Like, I did not think that I was gonna go on such a tangent, but I'm glad I did. It's one of those things where it's like I'll pop into a Discord where I see someone just sitting there, and I'm like, they're literally there just because they forgot that and I pop in and it scares them and it's funny. But like then we'll oftentimes get into some pretty deep shit. But like we're always glad we did afterwards. We never expected it. We're always glad it happened. It's like one of those things, yeah. Like it's gonna be a great video now. I'm sure plenty of people will love to hear it. Especially YouTube. The YouTube audience just seems like they need some help. We all do, but man, YouTube, you need some help. All my friends over there. There, Tannis, I got all your little purple samples, whatever that is. I was gonna say something, but it's not white, so I can't use that. Oh, I gotta fight Bloodwing now. I didn't even think about it, obviously, because we were too wrapped up. Shit, what do I do? Uh-oh. I mean, I don't imagine that it'll be that big of a problem. I mean, it's already 6:30. You know what I could do? I could just like stop here before I have to fight Bloodwing and just continue this later off stream when I gotta actually like pay attention. This is not a fight I want to do right now, I don't think. But wait, no, wait. I have to go back to the start of this shit when I leave. Ooh. No, you know what? Fuck. We'll fight him. We'll fight him. I talked your ears off. We'll fight. We'll do some gameplay and then we'll log off. And if you guys have any thoughts on the matter, let me know. You don't have to say it here. In fact, you don't have to say anything at all. The fact that you guys stuck around and listened, that tells me enough. And hopefully it makes you think, you know? And it's up, and it's a tough thing, but like hopefully it gives you a little bit of options. Because I know you guys can do it. I know, like the things I mentioned, you can. You definitely can. All you gotta do is try. You stand nothing, you lose nothing. You only stand to gain from it. I mean, you can always just tell your friends and shit that like you're doing it. And you know what? Like if your friends and family tell you this is weird what you're doing, like for just logging off. Why? Like who would not encourage that? It's such a positive thing to do. Especially nowadays. Let them know you're logging off if you really need to. Probably a good thing in some scenarios. Yeah, I just realized I don't get the audio. I don't get him screaming telling me that she's doing that, so I have no idea she's going to do it, besides looking. I think we're fine. Yeah, I think I'm doing enough damage to where it probably doesn't matter. I know her attack patterns anyway. I'm so used to this fight. It doesn't make me any less afraid of it. Cause she hurt. She hurt bad. She hurt real bad. Bloodwing, don't kill me, please. Can we not? That was fuck. Okay, I gotta save my nades from when she's actually on the ground. Oh right, my phase lock actually heals me now. I got the skill. Ouchies. Stop that. That is no bueno. Stop that. Oh, you know what happened before? Mordecai actually shot the one I was trying to res before, and it made it so I couldn't get back up. I got cocked by Mordecai. I might actually die here. I think I might be done. Nope. We're fine. What am I talking about? Best NA. As I make that dumbass mistake. Well, can she at least transform before I die? Yeah. Thankfully, because this fight's so annoying, they did make it so that she keeps the same state she's in. She doesn't go all the way back. You can do this in multiple goes. Thank God. Because for some characters, it would actually be impossible. Trust me, this doesn't even look that bad because I'm in the earlier game mode, but the next 2 playthroughs, she becomes an actual nightmare. And I'm not looking forward to it. Can you, like, not kill me, please? Thank you. Be great. You could just avoid that. Okay, she's fire right now. Oh my god, that's so fire. Not gonna say that again. Boop. Free. Ouchie. The hell? Where'd she go? Ah, gotcha. Oh god, now it's corrosion. Okay. I have the flaming one, that's right. Unfortunately, isn't the bad touch. So, no healing for now. Ow. It's undodgeable, like... Morty says, like, makes a comment on, like, watching out for it. It's like, what am I supposed to do? It's not an attack I can dodge. What do you want me to do, Mordecai? Like, thanks for the heads up, dude. I don't need to be paying attention to it. She's gonna hit me regardless of what I do. Thanks. Now that I think about it, wouldn't it be really funny if I just edited an entirely different game over the footage? They would never know. They would never know. Okay, like all they would know is that I'm playing a game, whatever I put in there, and I'm talking about like optimistic shit. They would never know. Unless they went over to my channel. I didn't even... I could do that. Yeah, I think we're fine. Well, okay, stop giving me corrosive weapons. I have enough. I don't need more. I have the teacup and a corrosive bad touch. I don't need another one. Please give me something else. I am running out of elements. I am not getting a lot of support from the game's RNG right now. Let's see. Sure, more life orbs. More orbs. Shit. Kill it. Thank you. It just nails me. I mean, I don't know why he can't just kill me with the moonshot. Plot hole. He could have. He has my location. Like, he totally could. Do you think Handsome Jack watches my stream? Do you think he's watching? I get stream sniped by Handsome Jack. He sees my stream and I get moonshot. Oh. Oh, that's kind of funny. Just sends a rocket after me. Handsome Jack knows where I live. Jack wants to know your location. Alright, we got that key. Yeah, we're actually getting like halfway through the game. We're almost done. I really just speed right through it, huh? Depending on how quickly we kill the bunker when we get to it, or when I get to it, because I probably will just do all the rest on my own. Yeah, I mean, this game was just like meant to be a background. I'll probably, maybe I'll play more if you guys like it. It's supposed to be a placeholder because I didn't want to play herbs. Hey, glad we changed, right? We didn't have the conversation if I just kept playing herbs. Glad we changed. Oh, whoops. I was supposed to take his notes. Later, Roland. Just he dabs me up as I hop out. Bro's a homie. Yeah. I'm glad I talked about it, because now I have a YouTube video. 1,000 cuts, got it. You're gonna make me keep walking through these stalkers? I realize the video doesn't even need to be very edited. Actually, it probably could benefit from just being very raw footage. Me only really censoring whatever it needs to be for it to be YouTube. Honestly, you know what? I probably will keep it mostly raw. Now that I think about it. Because, like, it's a raw moment. So if I hyper-edit it, it's like, it loses all of that. No, I'm just waffling. But yeah. I should make some clips out of it too, so it really just reaches people. I hope so. That's the message I want to send out. I think that's, you know, as we're closing things off, I think that's mainly why I haven't made a video like this. It's because I wanted to for the longest time, for the whole year I wanted to, but I didn't find the right way to talk about it, so I didn't make a video on it. Because I wanted it to be... I wanted just to find the right conversation, the right topic, the right time. It almost was like I was trying to force it. I don't know. That's a different day, though. Different thought. It's in the past. Who cares? You good, bro? What's he doing? Hold on. You good? He's tweaking. And now he's dead. Why do I gotta go through here, Roland? Why can't I just, like, not? At least I don't have to fight the constructor. They were nice enough to kill that before I have to go through here. Who's streaming right now? Anyone I know? I guess Athena is. Any of my other friends? Is anyone up still? Nope. We can probably go to Athena when we're done then. That's fine. Say hi to Athena. Last time I raided to her, she was doing like competitive content, which is interesting. She was announcing for a thing. I gotta like figure out what that is. I'll take us to 1,000 cuts, and I think that's a good stopping point. I mean, well, this just like tells you guys why I pick certain games over the others. A lot of you, I mean, like a lot of you, have been feeding me games that you think I should play, and like some of you wondering why I'm not picking them, or very, very insistent about me picking some certain options. It's like, yeah, I'm sure I would have fun with these. It's not that I don't want to play it, or I don't think I'll have fun with it. It's more like, will it fit the kind of content I'm trying to do? Will it work for me? It's very, very specific. Like, I get like that's kind of a lot to ask, which is why it's okay that you guys are just giving me options, because it's not your job to think about it and figure that out. That's mine. If it doesn't fit it, I will tell you. If it does, I'll play it. But you know, I have kind of very specific things I'm looking for when I pick a game. And I mean, Herbs is great. Like, it's good for gameplay content, but it's not great for discussions like this. So little games like Borderlands 2 works as a background, but that was fine. This was just something I loaded up so that I could just play. I didn't even know that I was going to have this conversation. But I'm sure as shit glad we did. So that was my TED Talk. Yeah, anyway. I'm glad we did. I'm glad we hung out. It's very interesting, and I have a lot to think about later after I'm done doing what I said I was going to do, which was make a video. I'm gonna start on that after I eat some food. How about that? I'm not even gonna take my phone. You know what? I'm gonna put it down. You know what? I'm gonna do that right now. It's going over on my bed, and I can have it back when I'm done. I'm gonna make some more coffee. I'm gonna sit down and enjoy some tunes and make my video, and then we'll see like when I post it. I mean, I don't have any projects started right now, so like it'll be. And no, I have two actually, I think, but they're not big ones. So I'll just set them aside real quick and get this one out. I think this one is a passion video, like the essay, but kind of different. So I want this one to get out there. But yeah, I hope that was enjoyable for many of you. I hope that a lot of like things that we discussed, maybe you take it to heart, maybe you don't. But yeah, I encourage you guys. set it down. Take a break. Disconnect yourself, because the internet is really shitty nowadays, and there's a lot going around. There's AI, there's all sorts of things happening. And if I'm being completely honest, you don't need it. Just disconnect for a little bit. If you gotta put my streams off, man. If that's the reason you're not watching, great. That's the best reason. Taking care of yourself. That's absolutely what I want for you. And I hope you can do that for yourself too. All right, guys. I'm glad we talked. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm not gonna make it like a super regular thing, but this is the kind of content that I appreciate the most. This is what I want to do the most, right? This is my favorite kind, because it's the message of the whole community as a whole, of everything, my streams. So yeah, I can close things off there. Hope me yapping your ear off didn't like kill your brain, but alright, let's see. Before I head out, see if any of our friends are on. Who can we say hi to? Athena? Oh god. No, shh.
It's a good technique.
Good god, Twitch. Every time. It's so loud. Ugh. Let's go to Athena. I hope you guys have a good day. And if you hop off and then hop back on in the fast, like I told you, just tell me about it. I want to hear what you guys do. It could be anything. Wash dishes, clean the room, like apply to a job, whatever. I'll see you guys soon. Peace.